What's up, everyone? My name's Sam Oler, and I am your Cleveland area realtor. And today we're going to be checking out a colonial home over in Lakewood, Ohio. Now, this house was built in 1906, so it's got a lot of character, and it was freshly renovated, so it's got a lot of the old charm mixed with today's modern technology. Now, this home is just south of Lakewood Park, which is home to the Solstice Steps, and those are a very scenic area where you can just go relax by Lake Erie, and you have an amazing view of the city of Cleveland. Along with the park, you've got some quick access to shopping over in Rocky River, and it sounds like it's pretty far, but it's only a 2-minute drive, probably a 10-minute walk down to a bunch of different shops. Now, with it being so walkable, you have a ton of different restaurants, shops, bakeries that you can choose from to go check out, and Lakewood's nightlife is unlike no other. So if you find yourself in the area, make sure you check that out. Now, this home has 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it comes right in at 2,000 square feet, so you are not lacking on space at all. If you find yourself relocating to this area or thinking about moving to this area or anything surrounding it, feel free to reach out to me. You can find all my contact information down below in the description, but I'm not going to keep babbling. Let's check out this house. So in this video, we are going to be touring a 1906 colonial home over in Lakewood, Ohio, like I said a little bit earlier, and this property is gorgeous. The owner did do some amazing renovations to it while keeping a lot of the charm from 1906. Now, upon entry of the home, you'll notice that you have that really grand staircase that allows you to go upstairs, but also allows you to walk back down onto the same floor that you're already in to get into the kitchen. And into the living room, you've got yourself a fireplace and the original hardwood floors, which refinished just looks so good in my opinion. And then you also have that 5-inch baseboard that is original to the home. Now, as we're walking through this house, make sure that you take note of the characteristics that are super minute that the owner took note of as he was doing this renovation. They kept that little drawer on the built-ins for the windows just to give you a little bit extra storage. And off of the dining room, you have the ability to go downstairs or into the kitchen, but the hardwood floors flow throughout on the first floor. And this gives you a little sneak peek at the kitchen. But before we run into the kitchen, I want to show you this deck that they built, and it turned out really nice. They have the opportunity to go out to the backyard where you have an oversized garage that can fit 2 cars, and then you also have an added space off to the left there. Now, working our way into the kitchen, you've got brand new shaker cabinets along with a marble countertop, and they just did such a good job on this backsplash, blending it in with the countertop. Now, that undermount sink mixed with this style gives it a really elegant feeling in this kitchen, and the stainless steel appliances are included. Now, if you notice, this refrigerator does not have any handles on it, which gives it a really sleek look and allows it to not poke out further than it needs to. Now, as we work our way up the staircase from the other side, you'll notice that all the treads are still the hardwood, and it leads you into the hardwood that matches the first floor on the second floor. And you get to see this grand entryway to go up to the 3rd floor as soon as you get to the top of the steps. But before we go that way, we are going to check out the bedrooms. And this first bedroom is very spacious. It's got that cool little arch on the front of the building just to give it a little bit more grand feeling. And you've got the black windows in this house, which just looks so good in my opinion. It really brings everything together. Now, as we work our way into this next bedroom, it is about the same size, a little bit smaller, but you have a white window in this one that is just a vinyl replacement, and you still have all of the original trim throughout this room and this floor in general, really. So as we start working our way back down the other side of the hallway, we are going to be led into a bedroom and a bathroom, but we are going to check out this bedroom first, and it is a little bit smaller than the other 2, but it's got 2 windows in it, which allows a lot of light to come in to make it feel a little bit bigger. Now, working our way into the bathroom, they have a beautiful choice of tile and vanity combo. You've got your small scale tile on the floor, which gives it a really old-timey feel, but then you have your 12x24 tile on the shower walls, which gives it a modern aesthetic to kind of complement the flooring. Now, as we work our way out of the bathroom, here's another quick look at it, but we are going to head up to the 3rd floor now. And at the bottom of the stairs, you've got some drawers and cupboards just to store some extra stuff in there. Now, the stairs are carpeted leading up all the way to the 3rd floor, and you'll notice that as we're walking up that the trim is a little bit different, so I think they finished this after the fact because it looks a little bit more modern with the style that they chose. Now, this whole 3rd floor is a strange shape, but that is due to the different roof pitches. When you have a steep pitch like that, there's only so much you can do, but they did a great job as far as what they had to work with. Now there is a little bit more storage in those spots that are a little too steep to deal with for headroom. So this gives you the option just to get everything out of the way and not have any sort of clutter. Now you have a giant closet in this room with some slider doors, and it leads you into another bathroom that they finished very nicely with the marble countertops that match the kitchen, along with the marble porcelain tile on the floor. I really like the hexagon look in this case, along with the subway tile that's 4x12, and it's not the little tiny ones. I really like how it's not staggered either. This gives it a really, really clean look in my opinion. Now, granted, I've said this whole house is super clean, but they did truly do a wonderful job with it. The only downside to this home, in my opinion, is that it has a shared driveway to get back to the garage. So you're either going to have to park on the street or in your position behind your house. Otherwise, you are not going to allow the neighbor to get out, and a lot of problems can be caused by that. But other than that, I don't see any issues with this house thus far. So we're going to start working our way down into the basement just to check and see if they did anything down there. Now, as we work our way down towards the basement, we are going to get another quick look at the kitchen, and I think they just did such a good job with this, with their style choices and their appliance choices. It really couldn't be much better with the layout that they had to work with. So as we turn this corner, we are going to be greeted with the staircase that leads down. And you also have the opportunity to go left or right, similar to on the first floor. You can choose your destination as you go. I'm going to go right in this case just because it is more appealing to me for whatever reason. But normally in these Lakewood basements, you've got a lot of wet smell, and like they're obviously super old. So it's got an old foundation, which is usually pretty leaky, but it smells clean down here and it does not smell wet by any means. It looks like you've got a newer furnace, which shouldn't present any issues for the new owner. If there are, it should be covered. Now, this basement also has another half bath, which is super convenient. You have your small vanity, and then just on the other side of the door, you're going to have your toilet. Now, as we start to work our way out of this area, you're going to notice that some of the wiring isn't completely finished for this house. As I was walking through it, it was still being shown while it was unfinished, but it will be finished by the time the new owner closes on it. So we are going to work our way back upstairs for one final check of the living space. And I don't know what it is about the first floor, but it is just one of my favorite layouts I've ever seen. Even though it's not the biggest in the world, it's just such an elegant feeling first floor. They did a wonderful job with all of the work that they did, and it just is going to be a great home for whoever decides to move into it. And the location is such a great spot that it opens itself up to so many different types of buyers, where it could be your first home or it could be your fifth home, and anyone would be happy with it. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. It shows that you might be looking to move into this area or something similar. So if you are, I invite you to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down in the description below. But if it makes it a little easier for you, feel free to call or text me at this number here. Or if you find yourself checking out my social media down in the description, make sure you click that like button because it's going to help me out a ton. So with all of that being said, I'm going to leave the video there. I will catch you in the next one.